Hey guys, so today as you can see I have a blowout, and I just want to take a second to say that I don't normally blow out my hair. Like, I usually only do it, y'all know the birds in the background, y'all should be used to that by now. Anyway, I don't normally blow out my hair, and the only time I ever really do is like if I'm going to straighten it, so that's usually during the winter months, and I usually just blow it out, straighten it, and that's it. I've never actually taken the time to play with the blowout, so I just want to take a minute to say, if you have not put your hair in a blowout, like blowing out your hair and then did this, you've been living wrong, because it's so much fun. Like, y'all, it's so much fun. I was doing that upstairs in the mirror for forever because it's fun. Anyway, back to the video. Okay, so for today's video, I want to talk to you guys about the do's and don'ts, basically, of natural hair. I'm making this video because my best friend asked me to. Y'all met her before. Her name is Deja. And she basically wanted me to make a video because she's been natural for longer than I have, actually, but she didn't really embrace her natural hair before. So now she wants to know what my personal do's and don'ts are. I'm not necessarily saying that just because these things did or did not work for me that they will or will not work for you. I'm not saying don't do them. I'm just saying what I found that worked for my hair was these things. Number one is actually going to be about my hair right now. Do not use excessive heat. I know a lot of people say that, and it's so true. A lot of people say that, and it's so true, and I'm mentioning it because that's actually one thing that I know a lot of naturals do. They'll like transition out of perms. They won't perm their hair anymore, but then they'll go out and get Dominican blowouts or whatever else it is, and then get heat damage, and then be like, oh my gosh, my hair, what am I supposed to do with it now? I know I'm gonna keep straightening it because there's nothing else I really can do with it. So I would say don't use excessive heat. If you are gonna use heat, make sure that you are using heat protectant. Yeah, that's number one. Number two, I'm gonna say listen to your hair, and that is actually the most important. Maybe not the most important, but it's very important. Listen to your hair, and that goes back to what I was saying before. If it may not work for you just because it worked for somebody else. Everything is not for everybody. So if you found something and you like it and it works for you, keep doing it. If your hair likes it, keep doing it. Don't stop doing something just because somebody else says in another video or somewhere else somebody tells you, oh my gosh, that's bad for your hair. If it's working for your hair is actually growing, thriving, it's healthy, it's juicy, it's doing what you wanted to, keep doing it. Pay attention to your hair. Listen to what it's telling you, because it's gonna tell you what it needs. So yeah, listen to your hair. The next one I'm gonna have to say is love yourself. And I know that's not necessarily about hair, but that's a big one that I see in the natural hair community personally. Like with the people around me that I know is natural. One of the main reasons they tend not to wear their hair in its natural state, or tend not to enjoy their natural hair, or want to go natural in the first place, is because they're like, oh, well, my hair don't do X, Y, and Z like so-and-so's hair, or my hair ain't like this. It does not matter what her hair looks like. It's about what your hair looks like. You have to learn to love yourself. That is what God made you as. That's how he made you. That's how you wanted your hair to look like. If you don't believe in God, then that is just your genetics. That's what your hair look like. That's what you got to deal with. That is yourself. Like, natural hair journeys are not just about your hair. It really does have to do with self-love. It's about accepting that this is what I look like, this is what my hair looks like, and I have to accept that I have to find a way to make it work for me. So yeah, learn to love yourself, love your hair and what it looks like. Don't be out here trying to look like somebody else, or be mad because you don't have so-and-so's hair texture, because bump so-and-so and her hair. Not to say it in a mean way, like, I don't mean it in a mean way, but no, for real, bump so-and-so and her hair. Like, figure out what you want your hair to look like. Figure out your hair, because you the one gotta wear it. She ain't gotta wear it, you do. So figure that out. Okay, so for a do, what do I want to say a do for? Do drink a lot of water. I know some people don't like water, and I don't understand that. I've heard so many people say, oh, I don't drink water because I don't like the taste of it. It doesn't taste like anything. Like, it's water. It does taste like something. I don't know That's something that bothers me so much, because how do you think water doesn't taste like anything? Like, y'all ain't never tasted Deer Park water and been like, ugh, this tastes disgusting, because it does. Dasani tastes good, but it's not very nutritional for you, I've heard. Like, water does taste, you can taste the difference between tap water and smart water, or Evian and and Crystal. Like, you can taste the differences in water. Water does taste like something. Like, purified water tastes better than tap water, and y'all know what water has a taste. Like, I was just talking about this with Deja, as a matter of fact. We was discussing this because I don't understand how you don't think water tastes like something. If you don't think water tastes good, well, I don't know what to tell you, because you need to drink water. Like, water is delicious, especially like ice cold water. Like, ice cold water, goodness. Y'all, water is good. I don't care what you say about it. Like, you're gonna have to find something, but you need to drink you some water. If you don't, that's like the main thing I drink. I don't see, whatever, I'm not about to be on this for too long. Y'all grown, and if you're not, whatever, drink some water. Drink water. That is my do. Your hair needs water, both inside and out. Like, it needs it inside of your body to grow. It needs it outside on it to not die and not be too dry. Like, water-based products. And that's another thing. Use water-based products. Like, those are really good for your hair. They have a lot of water in them. They're going to nourish your hair. They're good for your hair. And wait a second. I also want to say, I understand that everybody might not have access to water. But if you do, drink it. Like, especially with knowing that there are some people out there that don't have access to clean water, you shouldn't be out here wasting it. Like, take advantage of that. It's a blessing. Do protective styling. Protective styling, honestly, is the only reason I have not cut off all of my hair. Honestly, I regularly come to these crossroads, we'll call them, where I'm just like looking at my hair in the mirror, and I'm like, man, I really don't want to do anything to you. Like, I don't want you anymore. Like I don't. And I'm sorry to say this, but it's time we part ways. And then I'd be like, actually, I've grown you out. I've nourished you. I've taken care of you for years now. So we staying together. So I do protective style on my hair instead. Like how when I first started the channel, I was wearing a lot of braids. And at some point during this summer, I will be braiding my hair again, because it ain't gonna be too much of this for too much longer. But yeah, so put box braids in my hair. I did yarn wraps for a while. Y'all never saw that. That was prior to deciding to do the YouTube channel, but I might do them for the channel. We'll see. But yeah, like, protective styles saved my hair, honestly. Like, it's just a good way to put something in your head and not have to touch it or think about it or deal with it or look at it or anything to it. It's a good way to just enjoy leaving your hair alone. Like, I have little siblings. It's like sending my siblings over to their friend's house, which I want to do today. Yeah. But yeah, it's like sending your hair to his friend's house. You ain't got to deal with it, but you still love it, and it's gonna be back whenever you're ready for it. You just take the style down and you have your hair back. Another thing is low manipulation styles. I do, like y'all saw the twist out video, I do those a lot. I do braid outs. I'll probably make a braid out video for you guys as well, so you can see how I do my braid outs, because they do look different from my twist outs. Twist outs, braid outs, buns, puffs, like high puffs. What else do I do to my hair? Another do for me is do deep condition. As soon as I stopped deep conditioning my hair regularly, it changed. Like, it wasn't moist. It was dry. It was dry and not moist. It was thirsty. My hair was thirsty. It was Sahara-ish, Saharan. How do you say that? It was like the desert. My hair was terrible. I did not like it. It wasn't that bad, but it was bad. I did not like it. So I started deep conditioning. My hair again. And then what happened? It got better. Now I deep condition. Currently, my hair is going through some things, so I've been deep conditioning twice a week. And we'll talk about that later. Not in this video though. So yeah, I've been deep conditioning twice a week as of recent. I've been really loving I've been really loving Greek yogurt. And like I'll add 2 eggs if I want some protein. But if I don't add the 2 eggs, then I'll put a little apple cider vinegar in it, and definitely always putting honey in it and oils. And sometimes like half a lemon, cause lemons. Yeah, I like that as a deep conditioner. It makes my hair really soft and moisturized. I've been enjoying that, but it's kind of like protein rich, so you gotta watch. Out. I also use store-bought deep conditioners, and I'll show you guys in another video what deep conditioners I use. But I use the organics ones, the blue one and the brown one, and we'll do a whole video about that later. But yeah, so do deep condition your hair. Your hair does, or at least my hair does, need it. Also, do moisturize your hair every day. I understand sometimes you have a style in your hair that you can't necessarily get wet, like one of these. Just the lightest mist of water, and maybe like run some oil over your hands and run it through your hair, can make a difference. Yeah, moisturize your hair every day, or else it's gonna be dry. So as you guys can guess, the gist of it is moisture. That was my big thing, is keeping moisture in my head. I've realized just now that I've been talking a lot about moisture. That is very important, or at least to my hair, it's very important. Moisture is. I don't really have issues with protein. Well, like not in my hair. I haven't, like my hair is protein sensitive, so I really don't need to add protein to my hair too often. And I tend not to, aside from like the Greek yogurt. But moisture is a big thing for me, so I like to keep my hair moist. That's something that I do. I can't really think of too many other ones. It's not really too, like, just don't do the most with your hair. Like, don't overdo it. Don't over manipulate it. Don't over moisturize. Don't use too much heat. Heat protects your hair. I can't necessarily say that there are too many things that, it's not complicated at all. Like, it's not hard. Just keep it simple, and your hair will love you for it. Oh, also, so since my hair is blown out at the moment, I decided that I'm going to do a length check for you. I'm going to start keeping track of my hair lengths. I'm not going to be on here doing length checks with y'all every month. Just being honest, I'm not. But maybe like every 6 months, or whenever I feel like it, we'll come through with a length check. So yeah, we're going to do one now. This is what it looks like on this side. Comes down to here. And here up front, so that you can see that. And yeah, like I was saying, I was doing an experiment on my hair. I cut this side in the back, but did not cut this side in the back. This was like last year when I straightened my hair, like November, December sometime. The experiment went well. Don't ask what it was or why I didn't cut this side to match, but I didn't. And what you gonna do about it? I ain't gonna do nothing about it. So whatever, it's gonna stay uncut. Unless I decide to cut it later. I mean, I cut my whole head, but I cut that side significantly shorter because whatever. So this side comes down further. This side comes there. And as far as like, it comes there. So yeah. As a matter of fact, let me make these even. This is a mess, you guys. So that and that, they don't, yeah, so they're not that far off. I actually am surprised about how similar in length they are now. I'm catching up. Yeah. So yeah, that's the back of my hair. And whoo, goodness, the front, comes down to here on this side, and here on this side. They are even, I believe. I can't really see through my hair, but yeah, yeah, so that's the video. That is my do's and don'ts. They're kind of all over the place a little bit, but I'm gonna edit this up just right, so whatever. That is also my hair length check. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you later.